With respect, sir, you as a lawyer know
Yes.
better than any of us how important this principle of innocent until proved
Well,
guilty.
Nick, my friend, it is pandemic. So what am I supposed to do as a president? Empower the military and the police, for after all, they are there to protect the integrity and preserve the people of the Philippines.
At the risk of gun law, sir.
It can happen. It happens in America. They're shooting the blacks there. It shows on TV. It shows on TV. What's the difference between America and the Philippines? Nothing. So what is surprising here is surprising to us. We see a policeman there shooting a black guy there. How many times had it happened in the past? That's all. Would it surprise you and me? So what? It involves the same principle. Say, for every one black there dead, you have about 5 here. And so, does it make this world more livable because there is less killing? When you shoot a black there dead, what is that? Is that not appalling? When you bomb Syria and Iraq, and you kill communities, and you kill children and old people and hospital, what is it? And why is it that United States is not doing anything? I do not read anybody in that stupid body complaining about the stench there of that.
Last question from Jonathan Miller.
Yes, sir. May I help you?
Mr. Mayor, Mr. President, at the risk of being shot down, the numbers of people who have been killed on the streets of the Philippines since you came to power 6 weeks ago have risen to around 1,000. Now, I know you have been contemptuous of your critics, but they are accusing you of unleashing a national death squad. Where is this going to end? Because some are saying that the social fabric of the Philippines is at risk here.
Good. That's a very good question. Because at the other past, in the distant past, no police was ever willing to really work and risk his life. You know, it was a practice before. That's why I said I take full responsibility. You know why? Because they are now encouraged and even brave enough to have a shootout. The standard practice in this system of government is that when you accuse him, they would always file a countercharge and say that there's due process or that they were unarmed and anything, any answer that could give a leverage. And ordinarily, and you can check this out, in the courts, they have to use that leverage against the poor policeman. Now, remember in this country, no lawyer is provided for the policemen and the other men and the security officers when they get into trouble with the law. They are left at the mercy on their own. That was the policy before, and in the previous ones, they are left behind. So when I was mayor, I told them, go ahead, do your duty. But if you feel that you're in carrying out your duty, you will get killed. My God, shoot him first. And they were protected here, and there were cases filed, and I provided the lawyer. And for the time that they are suspended, that is why they are afraid. They face charges in court, then at the same time, when they are accused, they lose the job because they are suspended. And for the time that they are suspended, and the hearing of cases can take you to eternity, as low as it can ever be, the family is not without food.
But with respect, sir, you as a lawyer know
Yes.
better than any of us how important this principle of innocent until proved
Well,
guilty is.
Look, Padilla said 2 years ago, there are 3 million addicts in this country. That was the last figure. Nobody cared to find out. Now it's my time. So, 2 years ago, between 2 years ago and now, how many do you think were hooked into drugs? Let us give it incremental increase of about, just be liberal about 700,000. So 3,700,000. And the confirmed 600,000 now was surrendered and took the test for drug addiction. How do you call it? Just a problem? Is just a police problem? Or is it really a crisis for this country? It's not even epidemic, my friend. It is pandemic. So what am I supposed to do as a president? Empower the military and the police, for after all, they are there to protect the integrity and preserve the people of the Philippines.
At the risk of gun law, sir.
It can happen. It happens in America. They're shooting the blacks there. It shows on TV. It shows on TV. What's the difference between America and the Philippines? Nothing. So what is surprising here is surprising to us. We see policemen, they're shooting a black guy there. How many times had it happened in the past? That's why you have the violent demonstration. So, would it surprise you and me? Almost the same. One case only, 3 cases here. So what? It involves the same principle. Say, for every 1 black there dead, you have about 5 here. And so, does it make this world more livable because there is less killing? When you shoot a black there, dead, what is that? Is that not appalling? When you bomb Syria and Iraq, and you kill communities, and you kill children and old people and hospital, what is it? And why is it that United States is not doing anything? I do not read anybody in that stupid body complaining about the stench there of that. Look at the iconic boy that was taken out from the rubble. And he was made to sit in the ambulance, and we saw it. So what's the difference? Life of a criminal, or maybe he was really rubbed out. We cannot discount it. But what do you think that the Americans did to the black people there? Is that not rubbing out also? I say, well, it was just one community there, one state of America. Well, but you have there about 10. So what's the difference? Are we here for the counting or the basic principles of human rights? Almost the same.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Bigornia.
Morning, sir.
You are the top notcher. Always the first to raise your hands. You must be good at the exercise of doing it. Go ahead.
Sir, De Lima had a press conference yesterday, and she said that she's willing to resign and be shot in front of you if your allegations are true. She said all your evidence are fake, false, manufactured, and perjured.
Same here. I said, I'm putting at stake. At the start of my term, I said, I'm willing to put at stake my honor, my life, and the presidency itself. Nauna na ako. I'd be willing to go. I said, go ahead, change me. I've been telling the congressman, if I'm lying, we had a conference there for some time. I said, you can impeach me. She is lying to her teeth because now that she is, you know, in all of her answers, she was only telling about drugs. Now she denied their links about drugs. But she never said true or false about the driver. And the driver is the connect. Lahat naman sa loob, sinasabi ang driver. Driver said, I have the permission of the top honcho. So that is why. Now tell me, De Lima, when I testified in the Senate 2 years ago about the rice smuggling of the city and at the behest of the BIR Commissioner Kim Inares, and I said, Rudy and Nicole, please help us in finding out who's behind this rice smuggling. I did. I never went. I do not go to inside. They are being operated independently of the local governments. But I did my work, and it was not until all of the agencies never knew Bangayan. From the Philippine Ports Authority to the Philippine Maritime Police to the Coast Guard, nobody knew the idiot until I went inside the intelligence community and asked for a picture. And I said, do not fuck with me. Give me the picture of this Bangayan. And that is why I exhibited. When Enrile said, do you know this Bangayan? Yes. Can you identify him? Yes, he's that idiot that. And when I said, what will you do if you find Bangayan doing smuggling in your city? And I answered, I'll shoot him. But I'm dead serious. If you do it again there, I'll shoot him. You steal 7 billion of the money of the people of the Republic of the Philippines, and you think you can be alive forever? I will take the cudgels. God, do not do it. I will never allow you to steal 7 billion of your taxes of the people. Sinabi ko. Then Jingo Estrada said, ano, sinabi niya? It was really in sarcasm. And I said, well, I'll give you an answer you want to hear. Patayin ko yan. I'll kill him. And so when we went outside the Senate halls at the termination of the hearing, Dilima, whenever she is faces with the microphone on TV cameras, she changes the aura. Nag-iiba yung anyo. She becomes combative, and he said Duterte should be punished for Duterte should be sued for making a threat against the life of a resource person there. Forgetting, even as he's a lawyer, forgetting that nobody can question my behavior inside a Senate during a hearing. For it is only the Senate who can question me of what I do, of what I did, of what I'll be doing, because that is an affront of the Senate itself as a collegial body, not an outsider, even if you are the Secretary of Justice.